as 67 times, from fascicles ranging from 5 through 195. But in addition to the frequency with which it is used, it represents the pivotal concept on which the relationship between the Father and all his creatures who are both sons and brothers is based. 2. What is meant in the Urantia Book by the term brotherhood? As I already mentioned in the first answer, the term brotherhood and fraternity is used by the revelators of the Urantia Book in at least 2 different ways. The first concerns the generic concept of brotherhood. That is, the explanation that there is one God the Father of every creature, and that based on this God-established relationship of paternity, every human being is a brother to the other. The second is a practical implication deriving from the first, and consists in the fact that in every planet, sooner or later important changes occur. Concerning a first phase, the constitution of the federated government of all the nations of the world, that is political sovereignty, which will be followed by spiritual sovereignty, which will be precisely when all the religions of the world will recognize to God the spiritual sovereignty that belongs to Him. 3. Is this concept currently applicable, or is it only theoretical? It is a theoretical concept that can be implemented immediately. In fact, brotherhood was also preached by Jesus in his time, when he said, "I do not call you servants but friends." He meant the concept of brotherhood. Each brother and sister in the brotherhood has a double bond that comes from God vertically for each one of us. But the other bond is horizontal, that is, the relationship of friendship that is established between brothers and sisters. And this second bond needs frequentation. 2 friends meet, talk and eat together, make plans, in short, face life in indissoluble union. 4. Regarding the brotherhood, what does the Urantia Book foresee for the future? The book foresees that probably from a group of Christian imprint, the true teaching preached by Jesus may come to light again, and that this message and example may act as a glue for all the other religious realities and finally create the planetary brotherhood. 5. Can the mystery of faith and brotherhood have points of encounter? Certainly. Faith represents the first real step towards the concept of brotherhood, because it makes us believe in God, and people who believe in God, sooner or later will understand that God is the Father of us all. And this will be the prelude to brotherhood. 6. Does brotherhood have only an earthly value or also an otherworldly value? It has an earthly value because it evolves all the civilizations of the planets where it is applied. But it already represents the galactic and intergalactic community of all the brothers and sisters who are traveling the main road that leads to the Father of all. In the worlds of dwellings, supermaterial planets, brotherhood is an ideal applied from time immemorial. 7. How is brotherhood formed? Jesus said, "Where 2 or 3 will gather in my name, I will be in their midst." And this represents the first true nucleus of brotherhood, to which the true seekers of truth, the worshippers in spirit and truth, will be added. 8. And why is this important? Its importance comes from the realization that God is the Father of all, and that by virtue of this fact, we are all brothers and sisters. So there is social and spiritual importance attached to it, because without brotherhood it cannot accomplish all the accomplishments of a galactic civilization. 9. What are the main components of the brotherhood? The main component comes to us from the Golden Rule and from the words of Jesus, who said, "Whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them," and he also added to love our enemies. The other component is that of wanting to do God's will, and that this will leads us to love our neighbors and form with them the true nucleus of God's family on earth. 10. Brotherhood can accelerate or trigger a change or transformation of humanity. 10. Brotherhood can accelerate or trigger a change or transformation of humanity. The brotherhood at its beginning is certainly an example for those who are already in the situations described above. And with its most widespread affirmation represents the true planetary transformation.